transmigrated as the villain, and I can't see a damn thing. This was the 99th time she'd shot me down in public. A stream of text scrolled across my vision. A ghostly chat feed only I could see. User underscore Chad Brogan, this guy's got issues. Thinks money can buy everything. Pathetic blind simp. User underscore true crime girl, so toxic. He faked his own blindness just to guilt trip the girl into staying with him. That's some next level psycho stuff. User underscore plotmaster underscore 69, don't worry. The blind fool will give her everything he owns. He'll even help the hero's company go public before he gets wiped out. User underscore Caden underscore fan underscore one can't wait for my boy Caden to crush his family's empire and get the girl. That's a real man. I'm here for the R-rated version. Me. Give her everything, get crushed by the hero. Yeah, right? I'm not from this world. I've read the book. I turn my head, my voice a low command. I'd have the hero chugging a veterinary-grade fertility hormone by midnight. As for me, I'd be spending the night with my pure, innocent leading lady. And it wouldn't be pretty. 1. I've been dropped into a novel. Specifically, I was now the villain of some sappy romance novel. The toxic, manipulative, blind trust fund kid. While I was still trying to process a world plunged into darkness, the ghostly chat feed, let's call it the feed, erupted in front of my unseeing eyes. User underscore for the plot, when does this loser go bankrupt? When does he die already? User underscore spoiler king, soon, dude. After he signs over his last dollar to the girl, he gets taken out by a conveniently falling flower pot from a balcony. Classic. User underscore real talk, this blind psycho is so gross. First, he tried to force himself on her. Now he's trying to buy her with $1 million car. As if our girl Chloe is some gold digger. User underscore dark fantasy, I want to see him fighting a stray dog for scraps. I want to see him digging through a dumpster and eating rats. User underscore spicy taco ugh. Can we just fast forward to Caden and Chloe's all-night love scene? Now that's what I'm talking about. What the hell? All I did last night was stay up late, hate reading this garbage tier novel, and leaving a single comment. The villain is a total moron. Simps his way to a pathetic end. And now I'm him? The blind simp? Me, a top-of-my-class veterinary medicine student at a prestigious university. Right before I got sucked into this mess, I was overseeing a complex breeding operation for a herd of prize-winning sows. And now, I'm a stepping stone in someone else's love story, destined to die broke and alone, my bones picked clean by wild dogs. This is infuriating. It makes no sense. The death scene described for this character was bleak, to say the least. Harrison, I've always thought of you as a brother. You're a good person, but that voice, silky, deceptive. It belonged to the female lead, Chloe Carter, a college student of painfully average accomplishments but exceptional good looks. Just as I was about to say something, another man's voice cut in. The hero, Caden Ross. Harrison, I need you to stop bothering Chloe. What's with the Ferrari? Are you trying to humiliate her? Dude, are you for real? You're putting on the high and mighty act? I may be blind, but I've got the feed. This supernatural cheat code lets me see things clearer than anyone. The feed chimed in instantly. User underscore exposed, the keys are in Caden's hand. They're in his hand. What a hypocrite. User underscore his bro, LMAO, he's planning to drive that car to meet a big shot investor tonight to look impressive. User underscore no simp, ROFL, what a loser. Tries to give a car to the girl, and the hero intercepts it. Serves him right for being a blind simp. This really was a trashy romance novel. Mind-numbingly stupid. How does a broke college kid with a startup suddenly become a business prodigy? With his amazing 2-inch wonder? No, he does it by bleeding me dry and building his self-made empire on my corpse. A manipulative girl who sees me as an ATM and a backup plan. A wannabe hero using me to climb the ladder. And they're trying to play me? The original Harrison might have put up with it, but I'm a vet student with a notoriously short fuse. I'm not having it. My face was a mask of indifference. My voice was ice. Arthur, get the keys. The car's no longer a gift. 2. User underscore psychologicates, bluffing. Just watch, he's going to start begging for forgiveness in 5 seconds. User underscore cringe watcher, it's the simp's nature. He'll be on his knees in 3, 2, 1. User underscore just saying wow. Taking it back is so pathetic. What a broke-ass move. User underscore future gazer, just wait. Tonight he'll be drunk dialing her, crying and begging. Amidst the feed's barrage of insults, my driver, Arthur, placed the cool metal of the Ferrari keys back into my hand. I smirked. I couldn't see the look on Caden's face, but I could imagine it. He must look like he just swallowed a turd. After all, his plans to impress his big client just went up in smoke. He got called out, and now he was left holding nothing. Harrison, I think it's best if we don't see each other for a while. Caden and I are together now, and I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Don't worry, we can still be friends. Just as Arthur was helping me into the car, Chloe dropped that little bombshell. Friends? I sat perfectly still, my back straight, facing the direction of her voice. My expression was a complete blank. No, I said, my voice flat. And I paused deliberately, clearly sensing the two of them holding their breath outside the car, and even the feed went quiet for a beat. We're not friends anymore. Thump. Arthur shut the car door with decisive finality. The feed erupted. It absolutely exploded. User underscore what WHOA. He actually took the car back and cut her off. User underscore no way, is this really happening? The blind villain is growing a spine. User underscore skeptical, it's a new tactic. Gotta be. Reverse psychology 2. 0. He won't last 3 seconds. User underscore MG, AHHHH, that line. We're not friends anymore. Why was that kind of hot? User underscore Caden underscore fan underscore 100. What about Caden's big meeting tonight? Is he seriously going to take a Lime scooter to a 5-star hotel to close a multi-million-dollar deal? I'm dying. User underscore plotmaster underscore 69. Just wait for the backlash. Bankruptcy incoming. Flower pot pre-ordered. Wild dogs on standby. I read the feed and let a satisfied smile touch my lips. I've read the source material, and in this world, I am super, super rich. Why would I ever be a simp? 3. Life as a rich heir, it's pretty damn sweet. Sitting in a brand new luxury SUV, I listened to the report from my executive assistant up front. Life was good. Mr. Cole, your proposal for the AI-driven medical diagnostics division was approved. The board estimates a launch next month. I grunted in acknowledgement. Regarding the ecological pig farm you wanted to build, your father, well, Mr. Cole, feels that pig farming is a bit lowbrow and doesn't fit the corporate image. I waved a hand dismissively. Whatever. It's my money. I'll fund it myself. I don't need his... My assistant, Maya, continued. Also, the hospital called with an update. They said it will be at least another month before your vision can be restored. I nodded again. Even though I couldn't see, the feed was a constant source of entertainment. User underscore Farmville, is the villain really starting a pig farm? LMAO, a blind guy raising pigs. Even the pigs will feel sorry for him. User underscore Moneybags, he's investing $50 million in that pig farm. More money than sense. Can't wait to see it go belly up. User underscore Big Brain, you guys don't get it. It's performance art. He's trying to get Chloe's attention with his quirky, down-to-earth venture. User underscore Team Caden, meanwhile, Caden just landed a huge VC investment. His company's about to take off. How can this pig farmer even compare? User underscore True Crime Girl, so romantic. Chloe sold all the bags and jewelry Harrison gave her to fund Caden's startup. That's our queen. Box, This romance novel is so predictable. Too bad you can't really ask for gifts back once you've given them away otherwise. The SUV glided to a stop in front of a hotel, and the electric door slid open. Maya, my assistant, hurried around to my side in her heels to help me out. My father had assigned her to me after I finally cut ties with Chloe. At first, he assumed I was just having another one of my heartbroken episodes and would be back to simping in a few days. But when he saw I was serious, he was so moved, he wired $100 million to my personal account and gave me one of his top people. I had to admit, Maya smelled nice. A subtle citrus scent I liked. Mr. Cole, Mr. Sterling is already waiting for you in the private dining room. Yeah, her voice was pleasant too. A shame I couldn't see her yet. As Maya guided me toward the restaurant, we passed the front lobby. That's when I heard Caden's obsequious voice. See. Please, I'll do anything tonight. The contract. You can count on me. Just give me one more chance. The feed instantly lit up. User underscore WTF underscore Caden Woe. Is that Caden Ross? Who is he talking like that? Gross. User underscore Gossip Girl J. See? As in Jasmine Croft, the venture capital queen they call the man-eater of Seattle. User underscore Romeo, this is priceless. Acts all high and mighty in front of Chloe during the day, then grovels at the feet of some rich cougar at night. So much for my hero. User underscore spicy taco, wait, is he trading favors for funding? Oh my god. This is even juicier than the pig farm. User underscore truth bomb, you nailed it. Look at him practically bowing. I wonder if his precious Chloe knows her self-made man is selling his ass for cash. Jasmine Croft? I rack my brain, pulling from the novel's plot. I remember the name, but I thought J.C. was a man. A notoriously ruthless investor. Brilliant, with a taste for unconventional ventures. And young, handsome men. Maya, do me a favor. Find out who Caden Ross is meeting tonight. Right away, Mr. Cole. The dinner with Mr. Sterling went smoothly. He was very impressed with my modified version of a certain performance-enhancing drug. I have to say, Harrison, for a young man, you have a deep understanding of this particular field of pharmacology. No, I didn't mean it like that. Mr. Sterling was in his 50s, a man whose energy levels were clearly not what they used to be. He stared at the samples I brought with a gleam in his eye, completely ignoring the thick binder of clinical data next to them. I smiled faintly, seeing right through him. Mr. Sterling. I began, lifting my teacup with a calm, practiced demeanor. The efficacy and the data speak for themselves. This is just the first step for our new biotech division. We already have product lines in development for different demographics and needs. You're not just investing in a product. You're investing in a blue ocean market. Blue ocean, yes, absolutely a blue ocean. He slapped his thigh, laughing heartily. Harrison, your vision is impeccable. Don't worry about the funding. Have my team work out the details with Ms. Vance. The feed kept pace. User underscore bizbro, whoa. Is the villain actually closing a deal? And he's good at it? User underscore dar underscore feel good and improve Viagra. This blind dude plays dirty. User underscore Sterling's voice just went up an octave. He's definitely the target audience. Harrison knows his customers' pain points. User underscore smart move. That's called market-driven innovation. This guy actually has business acumen. User underscore team Caden whatever. It's a shady business. Not like our Caden, who gets his funding the honest way. User underscore think about it, about Caden's funding source. I'm having some very impure thoughts. Around 10 p.m., Mr. Sterling was thoroughly drunk. I had him escorted to a suite upstairs to sleep it off. The alcohol was getting to me too, so Maya settled me onto a sofa in the lobby, telling me not to move while she went to retrieve a file I'd left in the private room. And of course, that's when Chloe Carter showed up. Harrison, what are you doing here? Her voice was soft and frail, her signature style. I scowled. Get out of my personal space. You're using up all the good air. Maybe I spoke too quickly, or maybe she was just that dense. She actually sat down next to me. She reached out and touched my forehead, her voice laced with urgency. Harrison, what's wrong? Please don't be mad at me. We can still be friends, can't we? Friends of my foot. Stupid author, stupid character. Wants to have her cake and eat it too. Manager. Security. I yelled. The lobby fell silent. A moment later, I heard the sound of hurried footsteps. Mr. Cole. Sir, I didn't realize you were here. Mr. Cole, my apologies. How can we assist you? Chloe was stunned. She had no idea what I was doing and kept trying to grab my arm. Harrison, why are you calling security? You were never like this before. Why are you being so extreme? If you keep this up, I'm really not going to talk to you anymore. Get this woman out of my sight. Now, you. Chloe's face must have been beet red, because her voice was trembling with rage. She shot to her feet. Harrison, how dare you? Who do you think you are? The feed went into a frenzy. User underscore Simp HE called security. The villain is officially based. This plot has gone completely off the rails. User underscore face slap LMAO. That karma came back fast. Bet her face stings. User underscore shook. She's totally confused. The simp who used to come running at the snap of her fingers just told her to get lost. Wait, am I supposed to be rooting for her? User underscore love, it's so satisfying. I was so sick of her fake concern. User underscore quote this Harrison. Get away from me. You're using up my oxygen. LOL, that's a legendary line. User underscore popcorn waiting for her to go, crying to Caden. The hotel security was highly professional. They stepped forward, politely but firmly creating a barrier between me and Chloe. "Ma'am, the gentleman requires some peace and quiet. Please come with us." Chloe stomped her foot in frustration. "Chloe, ugh." The two of them were together again, doubling the cringe factor. Caden rushed to my side, shielding Chloe behind him as if I were some kind of predator. And Chloe, true to form, immediately switched into victim mode. Her tears were on tap. I couldn't see it, but I could hear her soft sobs. "Chloe, what are you doing here? And why are you with Harrison? What's going on?" I sighed internally. Damn this stupid romance novel. Can't they have a scene without dragging the villain into it? Chloe took a shaky breath, her voice thick with manufactured hurt. "Caden, the power went out of my apartment, and I was scared. I called you, but you didn't answer. I knew you had a business dinner here, so I came to find you." She paused, and I felt a glare aimed in my direction. I don't know why Harrison knew I'd be here. I just thought. She let out another delicate sob. I just thought it would be better to be friends than enemies. I had no idea that us getting together would hit him this hard. He's become so. Oh, for the love of God. This was a masterpiece of manipulation. Caden, like a protective rooster, puffed out his chest. His voice boomed with self-righteous indignation. "Harrison, you've gone too far. Chloe came here with the best of intentions, and you treated her like this? Where are your manners? Your decency? Just because she chose me, you've become this cruel and vindictive." Cruel and vindictive. I almost laughed out loud. The feed was right there with me. User and for villain, so he's officially the cruel and vindictive villain now. Except this time, I'm on his side. User underscore gaslight, her ability to twist the story is world class. She's the one who approached him. User underscore team Caden sucks Caden. I refuse to listen to facts. My girlfriend is always right. User underscore classic line. You've become this cruel and vindictive. Drink. User underscore wine justice Harrison. I was literally just sitting here breathing. I cleared my throat, making sure my voice would carry. You're right. You're absolutely right. But I have to say, I'm amazed at Chloe's open-mindedness. It's incredible that she's so okay with you and Jay. C. Croft. G. C. Croft. Chloe repeated the name, her voice filled with confusion. Even in a world of idiots, a seed of doubt had been planted. That was the most I could do for her. What are you talking about? My business with Jay. C. is completely professional. You're slandering me. Caden sputtered. I shrugged, my tone dripping with amusement. Professional? Caden, you told me you were meeting a man for this deal. Who is Jay? C. Croft. Chloe's voice was sharp. It is a man. It is. Chloe, listen to me, it's a man. Caden, how could you? I turned down Harrison for you, and you. I swear on my life, it's this really disgusting old guy. If it's not a man, may I get hit by a bus and struck by lightning. I had no interest in their drama, but that didn't mean I wasn't willing to stir the pot. I slowly pulled out my phone, held it to my ear, and spoke in a calm, deliberate voice. Mr. Croft, did you hear that? A man's furious voice crackled through the speakerphone. Oomph. Caden Ross, our deal is off. Caden was livid. He let out a guttural roar and lunged at me. I couldn't see him, but the feed was my early warning system. User underscore alert incoming. He's lost it. User underscore dodge this hairy move. He's going for a physical attack. User underscore psycho Caden snapped. Is he trying to kill him? User underscore security. Where are the guards? Do your job. I leaned back sharply, following the sound of his footsteps and the rush of air. His fist flew past where my head had been. Just as Caden was winding up for a second swing, Maya arrived. She pulled me aside and executed a perfect, vicious kick to Caden's midsection. Oof! It was a pathetic sound. Caden! Chloe shrieked, rushing to his side. Are you okay? Harrison, how dare you have your people attack him? You, Aunt Maya. Smack! Before I could even process what Chloe had just said, the sharp sound of a slap echoed through the lobby. Aunt Maya, how dare I? I dare because I'm your aunt, and your mother isn't here to teach you some sense. What? Did I hear that right? For the first time, I desperately wished I could see. Maya came back to my side, her icy demeanor gone, replaced by the gentle concern she always showed me. Mr. Cole, are you all right? I'm fine. Across the lobby, Caden was being restrained on the floor by security, still screaming at me. Harrison, I'll kill you. You set me up. You just wait, I'll. His words were muffled as a guard clamped a hand over his mouth. How'd I know? The feed, of course. Finally, the security team was earning their pay. Mr. Cole, how would you like us to handle this individual who assaulted you? One of them asked. Call the police. As I said it, I glanced at the scrolling feed. It was a digital tsunami. User underscore what holy S. Plot twist of the century. The assistant is the girls, AUNT. User underscore soap opera. This is better than daytime TV. The aunt just slapped her own niece. User understand blow my brain just short-circuited. Maya is Chloe's aunt, and she works for Harrison. User understand any go Maya. That niece of hers is blind as a bat. User underscore Caden underscore fan underscore one Caden just had the worst day of his life. Got beat up, pinned down, and publicly humiliated. User underscore confused wait. Who's the male lead here? Caden's acting like a chump, and Harrison's got that main character energy. I don't get it anymore. On the ride home, Maya explained her relationship with Chloe. They were distant cousins. Technically, she repeatedly assured me that their flimsy family connection wouldn't compromise her loyalty. I believed her. That slap had been way too convincing. But as she spoke, the feed started to glitch and lag. Through the flickering text, I caught a few ominous messages. User underscore plot shift Chloe is about to have her villain origin story. Losing the future CEO hero is going to make her snap. User underscore revenge art, Caden's going full psycho now too. This sweet romance is turning into a dark revenge thriller. He swore he'd destroy Harrison. User underscore countdown villain's death clock has officially started ticking. I woke up late the next morning, the lingering effects of the alcohol finally gone. My vision seemed to have a bit of light filtering through, though everything was still a blur. When I walked out of my bedroom, I was surprised to find Maya already there. Good morning, Mr. Cole. Her sudden greeting startled me, and I stumbled, bumping right into her. In that brief moment of collision, I felt the softness of her chest against me. She let out a small gasp of pain, but was quick to apologize. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. My apologies. It's fine. What's on the agenda for today? The feed was, as always, inappropriate. User underscore horny jail. Her face is totally red. Dude, you just flattened her. Be gentle. User NFMG. Oh God, that's Chloe's aunt. This author has a twisted sense of humor. User underscore let me see. Come on. The book said the villain was a horn dog. Show us something. Unleash the beast. After that awkward moment, Maya was all business again. Mr. Cole, after you have your lunch, we have a board meeting at the office. It should last about 2 hours. Then, this afternoon, we're scheduled to inspect the site for the ecological pig farm. We'll likely be back late this evening. That's all for today's schedule. I nodded, my mind already drifting to my latest pharmaceutical formula. It was a real headache. I needed to find a few pigs to test it on soon. Mr. Cole, Maya seemed hesitant, which was out of character for her. Is this about Chloe Carter? I asked. Yes. She's been waiting at the front gate since early this morning. The staff tried to get her to leave, but she's refusing and insisting on seeing you. I chuckled. The feed had already given me a heads up. Honestly, I was out of patience for Chloe. She was an irrelevant distraction. My prize-winning sows were more important. Maya, you handle it. Yes, Mr. Cole. A few minutes later, I knew Maya had not disappointed me. The sound of sirens grew louder as they approached the property. Chloe had apparently been causing a scene at my front gate, refusing to leave. So Maya had simply called the cops. As the homeowner, I was asked to step outside. The moment Chloe saw me, she lunged. Maya intercepted her, struggling to hold her back. Chloe was a weeping, hysterical mess. Harrison, they shut off the power at the apartment you gave me. I gave all my money to Caden. I have nothing left. Harrison, you have to help me. I haven't eaten all day. Before I could even react, the feed exploded. User underscore shameless. The nerve of this woman. Power's out. No food. Should have thought of that before you sold everything to fund your loser boyfriend. User underscore oh no, she didn't see this coming when she was selling off designer bags to prop up that fraud. User underscore cops officers. Please just take her away. In the novel right here. User underscore hurries mood Harrison. Don't touch me. User underscore author help. Did the author just turn the female lead into a crazy person? I have some notes. The police officer looked uncomfortable, clearly swayed by Chloe's tearful performance. Mr. Cole, he said, what would you like us to do? I clear my throat, my tone detached. She is trespassing and harassing me. I don't want to see her on my property ever again. I turned to leave, then remembered her first complaint. I stopped and spoke to Maya without turning back. And take back the apartment. Yes, Mr. Cole. That was the last straw for Chloe. She probably thought she could use her aunt, Maya, to get to me. She never imagined that not only would it fail, but she'd also lose her free place to live. So, the crazy act turned into a full-blown meltdown. Harrison, you're a petty, vindictive man. You're just trying to destroy me because you can't have me. Harrison, I know you still love me. You're just hurt. If you come back now, I might reconsider our relationship. Harrison, I was wrong. I want to be with you. Unfortunately for her, when I didn't turn around, she lost it completely and shoved one of the police officers. And just like that, she earned herself a 7-day stay in county jail for assaulting an officer. Finally, some peace and quiet. Without Chloe and Caden constantly creating drama, my life became ridiculously productive. With the feed as my all-seeing eye and Maya as my hyper-competent right hand, I was unstoppable in the business world. The board meeting, those old fossils who questioned my pig farming enterprise shut up real quick when they saw the list of powerhouse VCs fighting to invest in my AI medical division. The loudest critics who insisted that pigs would tarnish the corporate brand were smilingly reassigned by my father to oversee a philanthropic project in a remote, fly-infested corner of Africa. He called it an opportunity to broaden their horizons and reconnect with nature. The feed loved it. User underscore Africa Toto, LOL. Have fun being mosquito food, you old suits. User underscore boss move Harrison is ruthless. I love it. User underscore pigs rule what's wrong with a pig farm. Nothing wrong with honest work. Harrison's got the right idea. My modified vitality enhancement formula, internally codenamed Project Phoenix, was a massive hit in its discrete trial phase. Pre-orders from the country's wealthiest circles were flooding in. It's a lot more fun making money off the rich than the poor. The profits rolled in like they were on autopilot. Maya's voice practically vibrated with excitement during her daily financial briefings. The feed's tone had shifted from mockery to awe. User underscore mindblown WTF. The villain is actually a business genius now. This isn't the right script. User underscore marketing 101. He turned a Viagra-like drug into a luxury good. This blind guy understands branding and demand better than anyone. User underscore compare Caden's in jail, getting acquainted with his cellmate. And Harrison's planning an IPO. The contrast is brutal. My eco-friendly pig farm was also complete. But the feed's commentary was getting weird. User underscore the pigs, for he's a jolly good fellow. User underscore pig whisperer, a blind man raising pigs. A legend in the porcine community. I bet he's inventing a pig-to-human translator next. User underscore future corp, so Cole Industries' new product line is AI diagnostics, super Viagra, and artisanal bacon. What a wonderfully bizarre portfolio. I was becoming known as a prodigy. My dad was so proud he was practically insufferable, fielding marriage proposals from me from other powerful families daily. I turned them all down. Between making deals and making a scene, I chose to make things interesting. User underscore jailhouse rock update. Caden got into a fight in jail with a real tough guy. Word is he barely survived the encounter. If you know what I mean. User underscore Chloe update, Chloe's out. She looks like a skeleton and has this terrifying look in her eyes. User underscore spotted someone just posted a pic of Chloe working as a hostess at some shady VIP club. So much for the pure, innocent heroine. User underscore Caden is out. Caden's out too. He looks like a coiled snake. He was just seen talking to some very rough-looking dudes. User underscore danger WHOA. They just said Harrison's name, and one of them made a throat-slitting gesture. Danger, Harrison, danger. User underscore team up highs happening. The villain arc hero and heroine are teaming up. Harrison, run. Use the feed for protection. Several of the feed messages turned a bright, alarming red. Then, the feed froze. The scrolling stopped. User underscore warning Harrison. There. Coming. User underscore revenge. Be careful. User underscore it's not. Just them. I put down the test tube I was holding and yawned. Security booth, come in. Loud and clear, Mr. Cole. Go ahead, the voice crackled back over the walkie-talkie. You guys can knock off for the night. Understood. Thank you, Mr. Cole. I switched channels. Patrol Team Alpha, Patrol Team Bravo. Alpha receive, Bravo receive. You guys can head to the barbecue joint for a team dinner. On me. And remember, I drew out the words, bring me back a rack of ribs. Extra spicy. Thank you, Mr. Cole. Mission accepted. Finally, I switched to the livestock team's channel. Livestock manager Bill. Right here, Mr. Cole, what can I do for you? My crossbred prize, Sal. You watch her. If she's missing a single hair, I'm crossbreeding you. Don't you worry, Mr. Cole. If she loses a single hair, you can have my head. I put down the walkie-talkie and gently patted Maya's hand resting beside me. I smiled. The storm was about to break. Caden, Chloe, you want to play dirty? This veterinarian doesn't just know how to breed animals. He knows exactly what kind of drugs to use on rabid dogs. Around 1 in the morning, a silent alarm flashed red in my bedroom. I carefully slipped my arm out from under sleeping Maya and quietly got dressed. I gave the beautiful woman in my bed one last look and left. The farm was eerily quiet. With the pigs asleep and the patrol teams gone, it was the perfect setting. I ran my hand along the familiar wall, making my way to my private laboratory. When I got to the door, I used my fingerprint to unlock it. Unexpectedly, it was completely silent inside. My plan with Maya had been to create a false sense of security, let Caden and his crew walk right in, and then spring the trap. But I reflexively looked up, but the feed was still frozen. Just then, the sharp point of a knife pressed against my lower back. Don't move. Take us to the real sample vault. The cold steel dug into my back. The voice behind me was low and filled with hatred. It was Caden. What real vault? This is it. Don't play games with me. You know damn well this isn't it. Now move. My body tensed, but I intentionally let a note of panic and anger enter my voice. Caden, are you insane? This is private property. You can't shut up. The knife pushed harder. A sharp pain shot through my side. Not another word. Harrison, you ruined my life. You got me thrown in jail. You ruined Chloe. Tonight I'm settling the score. Now walk. Unexpected, yet perfectly predictable. I stopped resisting and went along with the plan. Okay. Just be cool. I'll take you. Just don't hurt me. Harrison, what happened to your tough guy act? Scared now, are we? That was Chloe's voice. She sounded thin, her voice raspy. From what I could now vaguely see, her face was gaunt, with dark circles under her eyes. The innocent girl next door was long gone. The original novel was officially dead and buried. I led the way while Caden held a knife to my back. Besides Chloe, there were 3 other large, thuggish men with them. They looked like hired muscle. I walked slowly, which started to annoy Caden. I know your patrol teams are out eating barbecue, and your gate guards are asleep. Don't try any funny business. How did you know that? Chloe laughed, a bitter, hollow sound. You idiot. You're the type who gets sold out and still helps the person count the money. I stopped, feigning confusion. What do you mean? Caden shoved me hard from behind, and I stumbled forward, nearly hitting the wall. Enough with the damn questions. Blind man, move, or this knife goes in deep and comes out red. With a reluctant sigh, I continued, guiding them through the lab and into the primary breeding stock chamber. Next to the main pens was a hidden door. The real sample vault. Open it, Caden ordered, his voice thick with greed. I can't open it alone. It's a dual authentication lock. It needs Maya's fingerprint too, and she's not on the farm. You can't get in. Before the words were even fully out of my mouth, a familiar voice sounded right next to me. I've been waiting for you. It was Maya. She walked to my side with a cold smile on her face. Her signature citrus scent filled the air. My jaw tightened. My expression turned grim. Just a few hours ago, we had been tangled in my bedsheets, her performance one of passionate devotion. And now, this. Everything was chaos. The feed was back, and it was having a complete and utter meltdown. User underscore holy shit, the assistant is the real mastermind. User underscore backstab damn dude. She wasn't after your heart. She was after your formula. User underscore snake, that venomous bitch. He treated you so well. And this is how you repay him. User underscore HHHHH. What a twist. Harrison, you have to survive this. User underscore third WTF, did the author get resurrected just to add another insane twist? I'm ready to dig them up and kill them again. With my fingerprint and Maya's, the heavy vault door hissed open. The lights flickered on automatically, revealing rows upon rows of cryogenic freezers. Aunt Maya, which one is it? Caden asked, his voice trembling with excitement. The knife left my back as he staggered toward the freezers, his eyes wide with avarice. Maya pointed a slender finger to a nondescript freezer at the very end of the row. That last one. Take all the samples inside. The formula ratios are in the safe next to it. Then, her cold eyes fixed on me. The password. I took a deep breath, a wave of disappointment washing over me. After all we'd shared, even if it was a lie. You got close to me just for this. She sneered. Don't be so dramatic. I was perfectly happy being your assistant. But you were too stubborn. That drug has incredible potential for humans. But you insisted. It's a veterinary drug. It's not. The password. Now, you're just like Chloe said, a useless man. Click. With a single sound, the entire vault plunged into absolute darkness. Caden, where are you? Ow. Watch where you're pointing that knife. Harrison, where did he go? What's happening? A few seconds later, the emergency lights kicked on, casting a dim, red glow over the room. But I was gone. The feed. User underscore hold on, don't breathe. What's happening next? User underscore, where did the blind guy go? Did he evaporate? User underscore, wait, look, there's some kind of powder falling from the ceiling vents. User underscore, love author, you magnificent bastard, don't you dare leave us hanging. User underscore, hurry, give us more. Reading the comments, I walked briskly down the hall to the security monitoring room. When I pushed open the door, a dozen of my security staff, the ones who were supposed to be out eating barbecue, snapped to attention. Mr. Cole. I walked over to the bank of monitors and sank into the plush leather chair that was waiting for me. Did you release the cayenne powder? I asked. Yes, sir. Just finished. They're screaming their heads off in there. I smiled. I looked at the monitors. Sure enough, the scene inside the vault was chaos. Everyone was coughing, choking, tears and snot streaming down their faces. Caden, what is this stuff? It's burning my eyes. Some kind of chemical weapon. Maya, where's Harrison? My eyes, my mouth. It hurts so much. Chloe, Caden, Aunt Maya. I can't breathe. I can't take it anymore. The hired goons. This is pepper spray or chili powder. Water. We need water. And just like that, I watched them all scramble for the only source of water in the sealed vault, the emergency water dispenser. A dispenser I had pre-filled with a highly concentrated dose of my most potent animal fertility hormone. Mr. Cole, should we call the police and have them all arrested? My head of security asked. I held up a hand. No, let the formula incubate for a little while. The feed was losing its mind. User underscore cook, let the bullet fly for a while. What does that mean? User underscore vindictive, is he a psycho villain or just a prankster? Cayenne powder. Really, user underscore but still, I mean. It's working. User underscore original plot, this isn't how it was supposed to go down. The villain was supposed to die. I'm a fan of the original book. User underscore new fan, then get lost. What happened next was a scene of such beautiful, karmic absurdity that it would be seared into my memory forever. After letting them marinate for a bit, I remotely unlocked the vault door. The men and women inside, their faces flushed and eyes wild, stumbled out into the main breeding chamber. They ran straight into the pens. They saw the pigs, and then they lost what was left of their minds. Driven by the potent drug and their panicked, blurry vision, they began to expend their energy in the most primal way imaginable. Oink! A pig's terrified squeal. Raff! Caden's animalistic roar. Somebody help me. Chloe's horrified scream. The scene was pure, unadulterated chaos. The feed. User underscore censored, is there anything I'm not allowed to see on this feed? Author, don't you dare fade to black. User underscore my pants are off, and you show me this. User underscore pig farmer, I'm suddenly looking at my own pigsty in a new light. User underscore dog owner, my Alaskan Malamute, is looking very nervous right now. User underscore user underscore I can't unsee it. User underscore XXX R-rated version achieved. Caden Ross versus Porky Pig. The stars are aligned. User underscore masterpiece. The cinematic event of the year. When Harry met Sally has nothing on. When Caden met Sal. Harrison, you are a god. User underscore Elisa. Maya's face. She's just standing there, completely broken. The plan? The formula? LOL, this script is amazing. User underscore the King Harrison. Harry, your majesty, I kneel. This is the most artistic revenge I have ever witnessed. Bravo. User underscore can see congratulations. Harrison's eyes are healed. The feed army sends ITS regards. User underscore what a Mr. Cole for exterminating the pests and regaining his sight. May Cole Industries reign for 1,000 years. At the very peak of this hellish symphony, WEWO, the piercing wail of police sirens filled the air. The moment the SWAT team broke down the door, they were confronted with a scene that would require years of therapy to forget. Police, nobody move. Drop your... drop it. Hands on your head. Secure the scene. Call for paramedics. And a vet. Ooh, what a pretty lady. See Mir and give Daddy a kiss. Get down, sir. Get down on the ground now. At the police station, I looked at Maya through the glass of the interrogation room. My expression was one of calm victory. The moment she saw me, she lunged at the glass. When did you know? You have to tell me. Harrison, when did you figure out? I smiled as the feed scrolled with a torrent of badass. And tell her. The suspense is killing me. I leaned forward and whispered 2 words. You guess. Maya collapsed. She was a brilliant planner, a woman who prided herself on being 10 steps ahead of everyone. And I had played her completely. Thump. She fell to her knees on the other side of the glass, a picture of utter defeat. Please, let me go, she begged, her voice hollow. Harrison, for the time we spent together. Please, don't press charges. I scoffed and stood up from my chair. I'm not telling her. Let the uncertainty drive her insane. Let her go to her grave wondering. With my security detail around me, I walked out of the station. I glanced up and saw the feed was still debating the very same question. In the car on the way home, the feed was a mess of arguments. Some called me a show-off. Others said I was the true hero of the story. Some said I was possessed by the spirit of a pig farmer. Sappy romance novels were exhausting. I couldn't help myself. I said out loud, "Hey feed, stop arguing. Did it ever occur to you that my vision came back weeks ago?" Arthur, my driver, glanced at me in the rearview mirror. "Sir, what did you say?" I just smiled and said nothing. The feed was now scrolling at a speed I'd never seen before, a blur of pure, unadulterated shock and hysterical laughter. User underscore, he can't see us, he can see the feed. User under said, although I am deceased. User underscore 911, I'm laughing so hard my neighbors called the cops. Caden versus the pig, Chloe watching. Maya's brain short-circuiting. This is the greatest story ever told. User underscore vet school rules, it always comes back to the vet. The right man for the job. Precision dosing. Harrison, you are a master of social, psychological, and physical destruction. User underscore mystery solves. So, when did Maya slip up? Come on, Harrison. Don't leave us hanging. User underscore, are you a pig? He just told you. His vision came back early. He was playing them all from the start. User underscore title, I hereby declare this novel is now titled, How I, the Blind Villain, Used Pig Farming and Veterinary Drugs to Conquer the World. A few days later, Maya threatened to kill herself unless I came see her. The calls from the correctional facility were relentless. I was getting annoyed. Did she really think I was at her beck and call? My new assistant was starting to get pouty, and her pout wasn't nearly as cute when she was stressed. I'm a CEO now, with multi-million-dollar deals to sign. Finally, I had my lawyer step in. No visites, no settlements, no plea bargains. The only request, maximum sentence. Transmigration, toxic villain. Simp, bankrupt and dead. Yeah, right. I rewrote my own destiny. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a 9-figure deal close. And after that, I need to decide between slow-roasted pork shoulder and grilled pork belly for dinner. This life, as an heir and a veterinary mastermind, it's pretty damn good. Epilogue. Maya, Officer, did Harrison's office call back? Is he coming to see me? Counselor, did he say when he'd visit? Harrison, you do love me, don't you? Oh God, when did he find out? How did he know I betrayed him? Counselor, I demand to see Harrison Cole. I won't plead guilty until I see him. What? The evidence is overwhelming. A confession isn't necessary. No. Harrison. Oh, Harrison. My God. End.